If you found this video, I believe that you found it for a reason, my friend. Because there are no such thing as coincidences. And you're about to hear something that is going to take a lot of pressure off your shoulders. Because at this point that you're finding yourself in right now, there is nothing more that you need to do, my friend. Because you are already happening. And it's just about allowing it at this point. There's nothing more you can do, because you are already happening. In a lot of cases, we get very confused about how we should do something, what I should do in this moment, am I doing the right or wrong thing? Well, this just means that you are currently not fully allowing yourself to step into what is true for you, who it is that you are in this moment. And if only you could allow that to be your natural at this point, everything is going to take care of itself. Because at any given moment, one thing might be true, which in the next moment might no longer be true. Which is this why it is so important to detach from viewing your life and your reality through the lens of the perspective of the ego that is looking for a right or wrong method to how this is all going to play itself out, because that is, in the essence, what it is that we seek to move out of, because our true nature is that of infinite possibilities, boundless nature that can shift and transform and be something entirely new at any given moment. And if you're still holding on to a way of seeing your life at this time, that you should be this, should be that, this should be happening, that should be happening, whatever it is, then you're not allowing yourself to fully tap into who it is that you are at this moment, because who it is that you are does not operate in these paradigms. It simply is what it is. You're leaving behind the doer at this point, and you're stepping into the beer. And the beer is free. The doer is still living by a paradigm. But you, my friend, are awakening to a much deeper and real aspect of who it is that you are, that goes beyond all of that, and that is ready to live life in such a beautiful way that you can't even imagine from this point how the hell that's gonna turn out. But if you keep viewing life through the same perspective, that I should be doing this or that this is right or wrong in this moment, then you are going to find yourself still seeking the change that you so naturally are when you just permit it. There's nothing more you need to do at this moment, my friend, because you are already happening. You're always happening. You've always been happening. It's just about whether or not you are willing at this moment right now to tune into who it is that you are in this moment right now, and to align your life and actions in a way that actually matches that. What do I mean by that? Well, you can wake up in the morning and maybe there is a little bit of fear inside of you to move in a direction that you know is right for you. In which case, perhaps you've been distracting yourself by keeping yourself occupied with other things, as to not be one with this fear inside of you, to not embrace it, to not accept the truth that I'm scared in this moment, but to do it anyways, and to not be living in reactivity through a perspective of the mind, as to not feel or be someone that is scared. It's okay to be scared. In another moment, just 2 hours after you've been taking action on moving into allowing yourself to be afraid, move into a new direction, you might recognize or realize, if you're aware and present, that, oh, my truth is now changing from having to take action on this thing to giving myself the permission to just be in this moment and to not take action, because my truth has changed in the split instant of a moment by living my life in a new way, into just having to rest a little bit right now, having to acknowledge and love myself, and showing that I don't have to prove my worth by what it is that I'm doing. And so here you see the very intricate nature of who it is that you are, that cannot live simply by one truth, but that has a truth that is constantly shifting. Because if you continue to hold on to the fact that I should be taking action because that is how it was just 2 hours ago, then of course you will suffer in the next moment, and you're still not tapping into the change of who it is that you are. That when you only kind of step out of your own way a little bit, just turns life into a beautiful dance, right? Because that resting period and that forward momentum period or moment in time are supposed to coexist so beautifully with one another. But then we can get in the way sometimes and be like, oh no, because this was true in one moment, and the next moment it's not supposed to be true, right? We still view our perspective through the mind of how things should be, and so naturally don't just tap into the dance of life, into our growth and our potential that so effortlessly just elevates us into everything that we could ever wish for. But it does it in the way in which our nature works, right? In who it is that you really are and how that works. That is how it all comes together for you when you permit yourself to be that force of change that you are, that so naturally just needs and requires different things at any given moment. There's nothing more, once again, that you need to do in this moment, my friend, because you are already happening. Now it's time for you to just let yourself happen. See you in the next one. Bye.